Welcome back, people, to the Game Cave. We're playing Pillars of Eternity. Let's continue from where we left off.
Let's check by those outcrops.
There we go. Alright, first thing we want to do in combat is enable frenzy. We'll allow Kalisha to run up and engage. Now, you can see the yellow radius there. That's our Carnage ability. There we go, that's one down. A chance to hit, I can't really tell yet. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. After you defeat wolves, then you get more information about their defenses and such. That's the bestiary. Your bestiary basically gives you a cap on your XP, right? So you can't farm for XP in this game. After you've learned all there is to learn about an enemy type, you don't get anything from fighting them anymore. Which, I don't know, it makes sense. But it's just a mechanic for balancing the game.
This is it.
Odima said you were some kind of colonist before coming here. If that's the case, you'll fit right in. The whole country is a bunch of colonists. You like frontier life or what? Right. It wasn't by choice. I was fleeing persecution. Yeah? How is it you happened to come here? The place I ended up was just as bad as the place I left. Another dead end. Being a godlike, Bears had to deal with some assholes throughout his life. He's so different. Oh my god. I know what that feels like. You can't trust anyone, can you? Kalisha breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? Nah, I'm just passing through. That's usually the case with the big city just a little ways further up the same road. Where are you headed? Somewhere I can make some money. Ah, man after my own heart. May your luck be better than mine. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odima will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Dyrwood, but my parents ended up in the living lands. I've got a brother in Rawatai and another in Nadir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Why are you here? Kalisha sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent a letter. She seemed worried. That's how she always is. But that is how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. I've been doing guide work in Examital. Maybe. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me. So I'm here, and we'll see. Odima, I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. I see. What can you tell me about Dyrwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch but I've been hearing weird things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, "I'll have to ask my sister more about it." Alright, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath if that Sparfle's getting your water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. Yeah, so I will try and read the dialogue and stuff, because I don't want you guys to have to worry about reading the text on YouTube in that little window there. So I'm trying my best, but English is not my native language, so have patience. This path winds through a narrow canyon, back the way it came.
Shouldn't stray too far.
Let's see here. Grooves in the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans. So this is a well-traveled road. Let's also check around a little bit, because there might be some other things to collect. I do want to explore every location as thoroughly as possible. Travelers maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign any way you figure it. The corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from let's see here. Let's try that one again. And a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirched its simple linen clothing. Alright, we find some leather armor and some lockpicks. It's another corpse over there. A bit more bony than the last one. Also, let's put some stuff in the stash. I don't want to be using this the other armor there, because my scale armor is better. So we can shift click to instantly put things in our stash. And there it is. Now you can't access your stash until you rest. And I'll put the rest of it in there as well. Making camp costs supplies, camping supplies. On hard difficulty you can have 2 camping supplies at any given time. So you're gonna have to be a bit picky about when you actually, you know, make camp. Otherwise, you might find yourself in a bad spot. And there we go. You can enable fast mode to move quicker. This is especially handy when you're in the scouting mode. Like so. Now you're sneaking, so enemies can't spot you easily. But you have to be in scouting mode in order to spot hidden things. I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. So fast mode is good for moving quicker in scouting mode. Otherwise you're moving at this pace, which, you know, that's just painful. There is no other way to speed it up, but at least, you know, we don't have to spend an ability point to unlock that feature.
Careful when hunting. At least you left the water skins. Come on.
Alright. This is another cool feature about Pillars of Eternity. Sometimes you get these storybook sequences, which is kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure type situation, where your you know, non-combat skills can play a role, and your attributes can affect things, and it's kind of cool. You'll see more once we, you know, get more further into the game, I mean. Let's see, you crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow. There is a strangeness to his gait. His stride is wobbly as he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparfle, are you all right?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Oh shit.
Ambush!
Alright. Let's do that. Send you to intercept. And you can attack also. We'll let the archer there attack us so we can hopefully take some damage. Activate our racial powers. Alright, we have a 31% chance to hit. If you, it's sort of hidden by my name there. But 31% chance to hit isn't really gonna hit anything, so let's switch to our dagger. That's a 48% chance to hit. We'll take that. Our might should be able to make up for the fact that, you know, we're using a dagger and not a club or anything good, you know. That was strange. Is there an audio bug going on? That's not the first time that's happened. Let's also have a look around here. We found a beer. I'll take it. Some mushrooms. Let's go on fast mode here. Ba-dum-ba-bum. So here we go. Attack! Frenzy! Alright, so these hunters, 43% chance to hit that guy. Alright, but we do have our splash damage, or carnage. So you can see we hit both. You can see a carnage hits for 7 slash damage. It does deal reduced damage, you know, but it's good. It's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them. Both of you guys go over and smash face. There we go. Now, usually, the music should stop in between things. Here we go. Glenfathan leader. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads. jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at his neck, at the neck of the man you recognize as Hayden, the traitor, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. We have not trespassed. We merely wish to pass through. Your words carry no weight that I have seen when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Okay, so here is where we get our abilities into work here. We have an athletics of 1, so we can rush the man before he can react, or we can taunt him. Let's bum rush him. Your surprising speed catches the man off guard. He hurls Hayden out of the way in hopes of buying himself time to defend your charge. Yeah! Frenzy! Let's have Hayden use his blind ability on the huntress behind there. And Kalisha, you knock down that guy. He's engaged with me now. I think I would much rather go back here, actually. So let's do that. Kalisha, you attack the leader. Hayden is taking damage. Okay, that's one down. Focus on the same thing. The same one. Let's try knocking down the leader again. One of the hunters are gone now. Nice. Okay, good. I made that one look just about as easy as it was. Your enemy lies supine. I don't know what that means. On the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible between his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes rolls back as he closes them. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You feel, you can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it's rending you apart from within. Holy shit. There's Odima. He's seen better days. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across his chest and bowel. Odima's body stirs, and with great effort, he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
And we'll do so. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands to the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up to the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up on the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who have been feigning death lunges for Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind. From your position, you are able to throw your weapon at the attacker. If you were able to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. I don't want to throw my weapon at him. I'm gonna grab a rock and hurl it at him. That's a barbarian thing to do. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections and settling balances. As you dart beneath an old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive. Yeah, something is going on with the audio here.
And we're the only ones.
There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Yeah. See that? We can't stay here, she says. Alright. I'm gonna save and reload. Just reboot the game and see if the problem is fixed. I also made some adjustments to my microphone. Hopefully it sounds a bit better now. We'll see. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.